everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Celtic Tigers going up against the Bills.
Thank you, Larry. Winter just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jurrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They bring the pressure, and this one's a duck. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this one's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jurrell Casey. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And some room to roam now. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Mariota now on second down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's got him in, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he will find his man on the outside. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They go with the keeper. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
off here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. K.J. Wright coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Mariota looking for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Mariota now. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Keith Mumphrey. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Garoppolo. And they can't bring him down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Fresh set of downs here. Now Garoppolo. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Garoppolo again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So we've reached half. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A first down throw for Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second down now after the pass completion. Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
There's Garoppolo to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And now here's a carry heading left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him to dinner either.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And it's taken in at the 9. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now back out comes the offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mariota to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Mariota now to throw on first down. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And taken right at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Toss. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right near midfield.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw Mariota. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Mariota. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This offense so far on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd down following the incompletion. Play action. Garoppolo. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end Njoku. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check the trigger now. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, no, he lost the football. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Bills on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always said, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The offense on third down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Go.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here.